I'm not, I've not uploaded the last ones. I'll upload them today. All right, so now there are two ways to do it. There is the amateur way and there is the better way. Let's start with let's assume we don't have any advanced knowledge in Python. So let's create the menu. Let's create the menu. Give me a list of things. Come again, just give me a list of items, doesn't matter. Yes, I can be in the menu. Ewedu. Okay, let's say rice. Okay, so rice is equal to how much? 250. Okay. Beans. You go and do your own restaurant. Beans is what? 200. Standard. What else is there? 100. Salad. Salad is how much? 150. What else? What else? Extra should be 100. All right. Now, this is our menu, right? This is our menu. Now, let's collect guest order. Guest order will be a variable. I'll call it order, and to be equal to an is integer input. No. Guest order should be a string input. Guest order is an input. I will simply ask the guest, what food would you like? I know. All right. Then we'll ask the guest, would you like salad? Would you like salad? Sorry. We'll take extra as a variable. Or let's call order underscore salad. And we'll ask the guest as an input. So what do we have with this now? Would you like some salad? All right. So we'll tell the guest to say yes or no. Yes or no. Is that N or India? All right. Now let's assume the guest will collect rice, beans, moi moi, right? With salad. Now we start defining the control flow. So we'll say that if order is exactly the same as rice, then we should do, okay, I need to do two statements here. If the order is rice, then we'll say order is equal to If the order is rice, then order is equal to, how much is rice? 250. Else, if the order is equal to what? Beans. Sorry. Else, if the order is equal to beans, then we set the value of order to be what? How much is beans? 200. All right. Else, if, what is there again? Let's say moi moi. Else, if order is exactly the same as this string moi moi, let me not use underscore here, moi moi. Then we set the value of order to be, how much is moi moi? 150. Moi moi is 100. All right. Then one thing we are skipping here, we do not ask them if they will need an extra. So we'll create a variable called order underscore extra. Right, and that will be equal to an input that will ask the user would you like some extra? Then down here, we'll now start a new if statement and say if order extra is the same as the string yes, then order extra will be equal to, how much is the extra? 100. Okay, 100. Else order extra will be set to 0. Yes. Yes, it's the assignment. You did this variable order extra does not exist. I'm not spelling it here. ORDER underscore EXTRA. Am I not spelling here? Okay, then extra is equal to 0. Sorry. All right. Why is this 3? Okay, I'm assigning here. Else, okay, that was a syntax error. Else extra is equal to 0. All right. Now we will set the bill. Bill will be equal to order plus extra. So bill will be equal to order plus extra plus what? Let's see, what are we taking? We have order here. We have extra. Okay, we'll just take order plus extra. So that's all for now. Then we also ask the user if you like to pay a tip, right? So say tip will be equal to Let's add the user first of all. It will be equal to input and say, would you like to tip the chef? And let's guide the user to say, so she's either going to say yes or no. Put this in a bracket so that you will see it well. So then let's calculate tip. So we've gotten bill first of all, right? Then tip. Put a variable for tip. So whether a variable for tip, then at this point, tip will now be equal to bill. How do we get 10%? Times 0.1. Then total bill will then be equal to the bill plus tip. Then we'll now print, hello, your total bill has amounted to final bill. And remember to format this thing. All right. So if all is well, we've declared what we had in our menu. We've collected the guest order. We'll ask the guest all of these questions. So if it is right, the order will become 250. If the order is beans, it will be 200. If the order is moi moi, it will be 100. If extra is yes, it will be 100. Else extra should be 0. Then we'll now say the bill is order plus extra, and the tip is the bill times 0.1. That's 10% of that value. Then final bill will now be bill plus tip. So let's do moment of truth. I'll run this file. See, what would you like? But I don't like beans. I'll take rice. Would you like salad? We did not take a variable for salad. We did not put a condition for salad because it should have been salad here. So, and I think you are giving away free salad because we didn't take salad into consideration. But I like salad, so it's you who's fault, and you will not be for your salad. Would you like extra? Yes. Would you like to tip the chef because I'm a good person? Say yes. My bill has amounted to 385.0. Now, you didn't charge me for salad. So now, because of this mistake, your restaurant will be losing money because you're not charging your guests for salad. So now let's factor in the salad. And after this, we can take another if statement and say if salad. We don't have a variable for salad, right? Order salad. Okay, order salad. If order salad is equal to the string of yes, then order salad should be assigned a variable of how much is salad? 150. All right. Else, order salad is 0. Then here, we'll now add order salad. That has taken care of it. All right, so I'll repeat just so mark this amount. Remember, I didn't charge me for salad before, 385. That's the price before. I'll repeat the same thing. Let's see if we still get 385. So what we like, of course, my normal rice. I'm a customer here. You like some salad? Yes, please. Extra? Yes, please. Tip the chef? Yes. And now you see my money is now 550. So if we calculate 380 plus 150, right? That's the price of salad. 550. Okay, now once you include the tip, that will amount to 550. So it's correct. So let's get the tip. 530 times 0.1 is 10%. That's 53. That is 53. And 5, we got what? What's the value we got plus the salad? 550. Total amount is 550, right? Let's punch it all. Let's punch it manually. Rice is 200. 250, right? Let me see. Rice is 250 plus salad, which is 150 plus the extra, which is 100, 500. What else again? Rice, salad, and extra, right? Then 10% of this times 0.1, that's 50. So 550 is correct. 550 is correct. It's working perfectly fine. Honestly, it was not that difficult. You have an issue. What issue is that? You see, hello, your total bill has been amounted to final bill. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes or no? No. No. These are input strings. Now I will check here. I created a variable that says order. Where's the salad? Where is it? Where is it? Down. If order salad, remember order salad is collecting the input. If order salad is the same as this string yes, then we will set the value of order salad to 150. Else, it should be 0. So that if the user says no, when we are doing this plus, we'll do plus 0 instead of plus 150. Rice and beans. Okay. Now, what we can do is take into consideration. We can now create a shaking that place. So in this case, Miriam, I don't want shaking the place. Okay. Else. So using else and else if. All right. So in that case, let's say the customer wants rice and beans. Now it depends on does your store sells rice and beans. Now in that case, we cannot call this order underscore rice, order underscore beans. You can now create different inputs. So if the person says no, then the value for, let me do it. Have you gotten this version? Everybody? Scroll down, scroll up, scroll up, scroll down. And what happened? Are you sure you're running this fine? Burger, plantain, burger. What food would you like? Order equals meat. Order equals rice. See? See, this is the problem. It's not saying this. This has to be here. This has to be here. This has to be. Yes. The color of the variables. It depends on the theme you set. Well, your code is working. Leave it like that now. Type, go and read your error note. Is the same error. String. What I say, type error comes when you are trying to force data types to operate together and they're not supposed to be together. Where is the error now? There's no error here. No any error. This is the bottom. I'm not pressing it. Error. The type error can only concatenate string, not integer. At line here. Order plus milkshake. Final bill. It says bill equals to order plus milkshake. Now, what you're doing, bill plus milkshake. What is milkshake? 6,000. This is the customer ordering milkshake. Where is the input for that? Because I'm getting this. Okay, what food did you like? Let's try this. What food is it? This is what is supposed to be. This my food. Mm, rice. Do you like milkshake? Yes or no? Yes. You want to take chef? Yes. Your bill has amounted to one four. The problem now is the problem now is coming from the way you wrote your code. Milkshake has a value. Um, Order underscore milkshake has an input. Order is equals to input. So if order is equals to rice, this else order is equals to leaf order is equals to plantain. If milkshake, if order is milkshake is equals to yes, and the else milkshake. Okay, so milkshake bill that was milkshake. Not sure where that error is coming from. Line 53. Move from here. This cannot concatenate. Don't finish. No, there is no error again. No error is coming from the previous. It's not here. It's not in this. It's coming from the previous attempt. Why is this not using this? No. Only means that certain modules are affected. Because analysis are also affected. So, right one. For it, just tell me if it is the module that come on. It's that simple. Yes. In the case where the if statement fails, comes false, the else is what was mathematical. No, no. I saying what? You are assigning a variable, you're not comparing. All right, let's do what we have for today. All right, let's focus on the topic for today. Sullivan, morning. How are you doing? Looking good. That has been happening. Mr. Lipo, what? Oh, you read? All right. Mm-hmm. Remember, I don't know what you're typing, but one equal sign means you're assigning. Two equal sign means you're comparing. I don't know what you're typing there. We talked about this on Wednesday, I think. This is the thing we're talking about. This is assigning. This is comparing. So they can say this is comparing if they are equal. Meanwhile, when we talk about variable assignments, up here, we said, where was that topic on variables? Right, we use the assignment function. This is equal to assign this name to this value. So whatever you're doing, make sure you're using the correct one. This is assigning a name to a value. This one, the double equal sign, is comparing two values. You can see 5 is equal to 5 because this is the same as this. So it will return true. If you say 5 equals 5, this will be the wrong syntax because a variable name cannot be a number. And you cannot assign a number to a number. Exactly. Which underscore? I said you don't use white spacing, but to make your work, your naming readable, you use underscore to space the letters. If order equals to, no, then order should have the value of then 1. You just find here. Then order should have the value of just like this. If the order is beans, then change the value to 200. If the order is more, change the value to 100. If order is here, if extra order is yes, extra order should have the value of 100. Correct, right? All right, so lists and dictionaries. A dictionary is a one-dimensional array of objects. Now, a dictionary is a one-dimensional array of objects. Let me break that grammar down. What is an array? Engineering students, what is an array? Nobody else. Array is not about arrangement, it is a range. When I talk about array, talking about a range, which means it has a start and it has a top, like a line. This is point A, which is the start. This is point B, which is the end. So an array is a list is a one-dimensional array, which means a list exists in a straight line. This is one dimension. When you're in primary school, when you're small, I know you did something like this. You're feeling yourself. Did you do it or you did not do it? You did it. Miriam, you do or you did not do it? Do it. Now, this simple optical illusion makes flat objects look like they have perspective, like it's in a 3D object. Cool. This information I'm giving you now is important when we get to NumPy. So, remember, this is a point in space. Take this board as space. This point is of how many dimensions? 0. 0. There's another point that exists here, probably in space. The moment we connect this point with this point, they will become a one-dimensional object. Here we have one-dimensional object. All right. Yes, we can move to and fro. When we connect multiple one-dimensional objects, we get two-dimensional objects. When we combine multiple two-dimensional objects, we get three-dimensional objects. Now let me break it down. A point in space is of zero dimension. Now we connect 2 points, that gives us a line. We connect multiple lines together. So this is line A, line B, line C, line D, all connected. This is a 2D object, a flat square. And it is possible by connecting multiple one-dimensional objects. Now, a list only exists in one dimension. So a list is just one line, just an array. But if you combine different lists, we will get a two-dimensional object. Now, if we should take these two-dimensional objects and bring another one, so this is, now this whole box is box A, and this is box B. And if we take box B and fit into box A, and we connect all the points, we will arrive with this. That is giving us a three-dimensional object. Because when we combine, we will need 1, 2. Here, let me say this is face 1. This box has how many faces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 of these will give us which other part? This is the up is 1. This is the back. Back is 6. This is 3. This side is 4. The front face is 2. The bottom is 5. So 6 of these combined together will give us this. Like your Ludo dice. It has 6 sides. So it's the same thing. If you cut it carefully, you have 6 faces will come out of it. So 6 of these equal one three-dimensional object. So it is stacking on top of dimension. Yes, if you stack three-dimensional objects on top of each other, you will get a fourth dimension. And so continue to combine it, it continues to grow infinitely. Where we are going. Right now, a list is one dimension because it's starting and it's ending somewhere. Cool. Your Excel sheet is 2 dimension. Now, Excel sheet looks like this. So now you can now have tables inside here and rows. Understand? That is why it is important to understand dimension. Cool. So a list, if anybody asks you what a Python list is, give them that definition. It is the simplest yet precise definition. That a list is a one-dimensional array of objects. So we have two-dimensional. They behave the same, but there's small difference. A dictionary is a dictionary. The way a dictionary works, a dictionary has 2 parts, a key and a value. Dictionaries are key and value pairs. Like in a dictionary, if you look for the word man, right, you see the key and then you see the definition of man. This is the key, this is the value. A dictionary is a one-dimensional array of key and value pairs. Don't worry about dictionary yet, we'll come to dictionary. Let's focus on this. If you understand lists, dictionary is nothing. Understand lists and dictionary is nothing. So let's not talk about dictionaries first. Let's talk about lists. Yes, this is a list. I said dictionary. Wow. This should be list, sorry. That should be a list. I think I was talking about list the whole time. So that's a list. A list. Now the thing is this: a list must always be inside a square bracket like this. Always in a square bracket. So the way we will have a list. Now the way we will have a list, we can call this list. Now this can be menu. And inside here, we'll take those, we can put all those our food inside. Now we can have rice. We can have beans, comma separated. We can have chicken. We can have plantain. This is how you store a list. Now, yes, that is the syntax. Then we can create another list called prices. And prices will be equal to another list, say 200. Now I'll show you something. Hold on, something I'm going to show you. Let's say 250. I'll show you how to do 200. Chicken is 1.5. Plantain is. This is how much is plantain now? 2,000. All right. Ask me. Currency. You have separated this from this. You want to do it. Remember integers and floats. Integers, write it whole. 2.50. Right? This is a float. So this is 2.50 as a float. Once you put comma here, you separated this from this. All right. Nope, this is dot. The point that makes the float. Once you put comma, you have created something different. Okay, now let's go back to Visual Studio. And I'll create a new file called lists.py. So we'll talk about lists indexing first of all, and then we'll look at lists comprehension, which you will love so much. So let's say get that menu, and that menu will always be inside the square brackets, or call it hard brackets, depending on where you're from. So we have rice, comma, beans, comma, moi, skip past moi, comma. What else? Chicken. Right. Everything must be separated by a comma. Well, now, this is a very fine list. It's a string, so I can space it out. It's a string. There's no problem with that. Now, we'll talk on this indexing. List indexing. Now, when we talk about indexing, I'll give you a note on this one. I cannot explain without giving you a note. List indexing is a method of selecting the items in a list based on their index number. In other words, their position. Now, one thing you should bear in mind is that Python is a zero-index programming language. And what I mean by zero index is that in Python, you start counting from 0. You don't start counting from 1. So rice is at position 0, beans is at 1, chicken is at 2, plantain is at 3. That's zero indexing. Python is a zero index programming language. So start counting from 0. So if I want to grab the item here, what I will do is this. Here I will write it. Here I will write it will be this. You have to call the name of the list. So my list name is menu, add brackets 0. So if I do print this, it will return rice. Yes. You grab the index position. So let's get back to code. So if I want to return the value at index 0, so I want to return rice, I will say print menu 0. This will return my rice. I seen it. I get rice. If I say 1, I get beans. So this is how you move. You move by the index position. Question? We'll get there. Now, one thing this is used for, why this is useful, instead of the previous way, I can say, I can create a variable called order, and order would be equal to an input variable, right? And input variable can be what would you like? Now I can say if order not in menu, print sorry, we do not have order. In our restaurant. Yes. Yes, yes. Then else if order in menu, then go ahead and print we have order. All right. So what the in and not in function does is that it checks if that input is inside this list. So just watch me play with it a little bit. Now, what would you like? I know there is no such thing as dragon egg inside the list. I'll go ahead and order for dragon egg. So I want dragon egg. And it tells me, sorry, we do not have dragon egg in our restaurant. So if I order for something meaningful like rice, and it's what would you like? And I say rice. Now tell me we have rice. Cool. So with a list, you can control all of these. Before, in the previous one, in the previous menu, you see there was no way to control all of that. You get, there's no way to check if it is in or not in. Now with a list, we can control that. We can check for these things. Yes, come as an error. Yes, so we return message. We'll talk about error and exception handling later. Very interesting topic. All right, so this is just showing you one cool feature about lists. I'll comment it out. I'll create another list. And I'll call this list cars. Also, I can still use the same list. There's no point. Let's not spend too much time. So we'll talk about something important that you should know, especially as a data scientist, which is slicing. List slicing. How many of us have, who ate bread this morning? Nobody. How about yesterday? Just small. So you slice the bread. It's loaf. Yes, no, it was loaf. Well, you slice the loaf. That's the idea. All right. So let's say we have a bread, and you slice this bread. Cut here. Cut. 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 You cut the bread side to reach everybody. 0, 1, because you are Python developers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, in list slicing, now let's say the name of this list is called bread. In slicing, all we are doing is saying from an index position. So if I say something like this, where's the other marker? If I should tell Python to return, I'll it on the screen. If I tell Python to return bread from 1 to 4, this will return the elements or the objects from index position 1 up to, but not including 4. Keyword up to, but not including 4. We will get 1, we will get 2, we will get 3. It will not return the object sitting on index position 4. That's why we say up to, but not including 4. Do you get that? No. No. We will return up to, but not including 4. So it starts, now this is the key, that it will start here and it will end here. So Victor, say you don't understand. Miriam, do you understand? You understand? Oh, the yes is genuine, not peer pressure. Okay. Now, I'll say menu. I'm going to grab, this is 0, 1, and 2. So I will start at 0, return 3, 4. Watch the items that will be returned. So I'll put this in a print. This in a print function. And since no other command is available, what will happen? Rice, beans, moi moi, chicken. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Out of range. We are overshooting. So I'll reduce it to 2. Rice, beans. Now, 0, 1, 2. Do you notice that moi moi is not being returned? 0, 1, 2. Moi moi is not being returned. That is why we say up to, but not including the end index. So the syntax for this is you call your list name in a square bracket, your start index, a colon, and your top index. And you stop there. Hold on, somebody is still copying this. Yes, it does not return the stop index. Because we are working, like I said earlier, that this is an array, and an array is what? A range, exactly. So the end is not part of the range. We are returning everything within that range. So we cannot return the last item, exactly. This is the Python. Yes. Because moi moi sits on index 2, and we will not return the element on the index 2. See, it will not. That's why we say up to, but not including the end. If we say 1, it will only return rice. It will not include this. If we stop at 1, this is index 1. This will not be returned. It will only return rice. Because it will return up to this, but not including this index. Now let's go. So let me give you quick notes on how to work with this range. Now, if I should do something like this, if I should do the list name and I put my start index and just a column and nothing else, this will return from that index to the end of the list. If I pass in another syntax and say my list name and I say column and the end index, this will return everything from that end index to the start. So this will go as far as the end. This will go as far as the start or the beginning or the beginning. Yes. If I say 10, it starts from 9 to 0. Yes. So this is it in practice. If I say print from 0, just colon, no stop, it will return everything. So if I change this to 1 and do it again, now it abandons rice and starts from beans to the end. So if I come here and say from 3, now it's going to go the other way around, down to rice. Moi moi is what? 0, 1, 2, 3. No, there's no. This is what I'm saying. No, 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 no. Nothing does not mean 0. If I look at this syntax, if I only put the end index, a colon, and nothing, it will start from this index and return to the beginning down. If I do a start index and only a colon, it will return from this index down to the end. Only when you pass in a start and stop will it return within that range you are defining. Yes. Outline, syntax error. That means you're typing something that is not written as Python. Reboot. Mm, this is 0, 1, 2, 3. So remember, it will not return chicken. It will return everything between the range of chicken to the beginning. So I'm getting, this is what I'm getting. We are looking at this one. This is where it is. Any other questions? No questions. Now, bear in mind that a list can contain every object type, including a list. Now, that gives birth to the concept of a nested list. Now, I'll show you, so when we get to Python, data visualization in Python, we'll retreat this and I'll show you something called broadcasting. But that usually is done with NumPy. We can do it here. Anyway, no, go to NumPy. So, nested list is a list that exists inside a list. Nested. Have you heard of this word before? Nested doll. Google it. Look it up on Google. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Very interesting thing to look at. A nested doll. Yes, nested doll. Look for images of nested doll. That's the best way I can explain nested lists. Have you seen it? So what happens is that this small doll is inside this one is inside this one, this one is inside this one, this one is inside this one, all of them fit inside this one. So to get to this door, you have to open this one, open it, open before you get to this one. That's the nested door. It's a Russian thing. This is the only way I can explain nested lists. A list inside another list. It's very fine, no? Play the thing before you like it. So if you play the thing before you like it, nested does. So anytime you're doing anything programming, avoid nested situations. Like I said in the if statement, a nested if statement is a if statement with another if statement inside of it. Avoid those kind of things. The same thing with lists. Avoid nested lists. But I'll show you how to tackle nested lists. But try to avoid anything that will require nesting. So a nested list will look like this. Say we have a list. So this is the main list. And this list we have students. And the student's name is what? What's the student's name? Somebody give me a name. So this student is, okay, let's call it this as students first of all. So we'll call this variable, this string students. Then another list will now hold the student's name. Here we can now have Chile. This will be comma separated. Comma separated. Victory. Comma separated. Miriam. Comma separated. Let's just say this is it. Then we can have another object that calls itself scores in a test. So this is a string. Then we will now have Chile scored 20, Victory scored 25, Median scored 2. This is a nested list. Bear in mind that everything inside a list is an object, and you must treat it as an object, including a list. Yes, so this guy, student, sits on index what? 0. This whole list sits on index what? 1. This one sits on index what? It's in the list 2. This guy sits on index what? 3. Now, this is the easy part. Don't think you've understood anything yet. Chile here sits on index what? 0. Victory sits on index what? 1. Miriam sits on index 2. 20 is here, sits on index what? 2. So if I want to grab the student score, right? If I want to grab this Chile, what will be the same? How will I grab it? What I will do is to say student, whatever the list name is, first of all, right? So grab my list name, and then I'll open in square brackets. I'll grab 0. Then inside here, I'll still grab 0 again. I think this is it. Not sure, but let's confirm this. So it's grabbing 0 of 0. Remember, this is object 0, right? No. This is 1 rather. That list is on index 1. Yes. This list is sitting on index 1. Student is on 0. Index 1 is a list. In fact, let's do it practically first of all. Let's create it so that you understand. No need for that. I don't want to print anything out. So let's say student. Leave it, it's not a problem. We're not printing anything out of it, so it can be there. Student is equal to a list, first of all, that have the first value is names, comma, another list that will now be all the names. So the first name is what? Chile. Second name is Victory. Third name is Miriam. After this, we have another object called the scores, comma separated, another list that now appears the 25, the 20, and 2. So I'm having a syntax error because I didn't put comma here. All right. So for the sake of simplicity, I'll leave it in a straight line. Now, watch this. When I say print what is at index 1, which is what? Student, and we are grabbing the object at index 1, watch what happens. We return an entire list. Hello. We return an entire list. You can see. In fact, if I say print the type, we've used the type variable before, so it shouldn't be new. The type, what does the type function does? It specifies what? The type of what exactly? The type of information. Wow. Not to call it. You know how to call it. It returns the data type of the object. Something like that. I'm telling you what it is, returning something like that. So if I run this, it returns list. If I run it, see it prints list here. To tell me that what is being returned is a list. So you can see it prints list out here. So I'll take out the type operation and run this again. Now we have a list. So if I want to grab this object, I have to go inside this list and index it and say 0. Now I should get, okay, now this is the part where I said I wasn't sure of that syntax. Now let me be sure of it. So if I double, okay, I see. That's not the way, that is not the way to go. So this will be 1 and a second bracket outside here for 0. Yeah, this is it. Chile. This is it. So now I can, yes. Student is the name of the list. 1 is because this list sits on index position 1. 0 because inside the list, Chile sits on index 0. It's a nested list. It will not print. So it's not going to include what's on index 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. It will not add chicken. It will print from moi moi down to rice. Yes. Now you are saying something. Everything. Why is it there? Because you're looking at your phone. What does it mean? Okay. See what it means. In this student list, index what? This whole thing sits on index what? This list, index 1. Everything in a list is an individual object. Now, this is a list. So to get the objects inside the list, we need to treat this as a list too. So when we get, if we get 1, if we remove this part, it will return a list of everything. So to get this guy, we need to index his own position inside his list. So he sits on 0. So we have to go 1, then 0. That gives us Chile here. If we go 1, get the list, then we jump into an index position number 1. That will give us victory. Any other questions? See, dictionary here makes these things very, very easy. With a dictionary, you don't have to do nested list at all. Excuse me. You're done. It's in that office. Across. Go to the reception. I just asked that lady. Maybe you sit out. No, it's not here. Okay. So I want you to grab the score for victory. Victory, yes. Grab this 20. You're done. Wow. Okay. Very interesting. Remove. Count your. No work. It will not work. Go back. See what you're missing. I'm not counting yet. What is this index? This one is what? This one is what? This one is what? Index what? This is 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. So you want to return the object of index 3 first. Close it. Main error, menu is not defined. So it's now returning 25, 20, and 2. So inside this, now you want to index and get 0, 1. Name type, software, follow. Okay, print, we didn't close this print. Yeah, this. Okay. The problem is you're not counting the index positions well. You're supposed to grab, no, this is the list. This is the list. 3. 3 is what you're supposed to be grabbing. 3. This cause is just a value of its own, an object on its own. This is the list here. So if you grab 3 and 1, now you get 20. If you grab 0, 1, 2, if you grab 2, so the return scores. If you grab 2 like this, you just get scores. I see, just get scores. So when you grab Index 3, first of all, you return a list. Then you index that list again. 1, and then you get the 20. So it's counting your indexes. Go on. Yes, yes, why not? Yes, yes, why not? Why not? We can. We can format the string and very simple. We can format this string, put all of this inside one string. But then that will be a very stressful process, but fine. This is a variable name. No, no need for this. I'm doing. So let's see. All right. So with this, you can go ahead and do. This gives me Chile, right? So we can now say Chile comma, your score is so we have still having students 3 and 1, right? 3 and 0 rather. Chile, your score is 25. This is not what you want. Yeah. It's possible. All you have to do is format the string. There's nothing to it. Very easy. You go and watch the video again. You go and put that video on repeat. Play it till you sleep. When you wake up in the morning, play it. After lunch, you play again. Now, this thing, I say the reason why there are dictionaries is so that you would avoid this nested problem. I say it's a problem. When I say it was a problem, it's a serious problem using nested lists. So the way to solve it is by using a dictionary. And remember that a dictionary is a key and value here. So a dictionary now will look like this. Don't worry about nested lists, it's a headache on its own. Yes. Yes. Why can't 1 come before 3? What are you talking about? Wait, let me print victory score. Victory is sitting at 2, right? Sorry, 1. 0, 1. Okay, student 0. Okay, victory is sitting at 1 here. Okay, and her score would be 1 again. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1. Her score will be 1. Victory, your score is 20. So what's the question now? No. If you go to 1, if you go to 1 first, this is 1. This is index 1. Then object index number 3, 0, 1, 2 is out of range. That's the error you will get. You get the out of range error. So 1, 3. Watch, we'll get the out of range error. I see, out of range. There is no 3. You are overshooting. Like I said, dictionaries are there to solve these problems. Don't worry about doing this at all. No, I'm talking from 3 because this list sits on index position 3. And inside this list, the object at index position 1 is 20. Count. Count. See. Count. Count. See. This is 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This here is 0, 1. This here, this guy here is 0. No, this is 0, 0. This is 0, 1. This is 0, 2. This guy is standard 2. This is 3, right? So this one here is 3, 0. This is 3, 1. This is 3, 2. Is it clear now? Filling up. Honestly, I'm filling up. Don't worry about next step this. It's always a chaos. It's always a hassle. I need to. That is why you are having the idea now. But we'll use dictionaries to handle this type of problems. So our time is up. It's already 11 o'clock. Tomorrow, we'll start with dictionaries. You've understood the concept of indexing lists and slicing lists. Cool. Yeah, this one. Okay. See all of you tomorrow morning.